the day I meet my wife. This is when I meet my wife. Okay, are you guys ready for story time? Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Mr. Budgets, and if you're new here, if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, if you're feeling the vibe, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe, come back again, and if you're feeling touched, go ahead and share it. You know, if it touches you, go ahead and share it so it can touch some other people across the world, because everybody, you know what, I'm just gonna stop right there. Hey, but today I'm going to tell you guys about the first time I laid eyes upon my wife, the first time I met her, the first time I discovered her, the first time I found out she existed, the first time I met my wife, ShayBudgets. Story time. Okay, are you guys ready for story time? So, the year was 2012. It was a cold November day. I remember quite well. First, let me give you guys some backstory. Okay, so before I get into the story of the first time I laid eyes upon my wife, I feel it's appropriate to give you guys a little background of me a little bit. I grew up in Georgia. I went to elementary school, middle school, high school in Georgia. I was born in Germany, but I grew up in Georgia. Graduated high school. I went to college. I went to the Georgia Southern University. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in sports management. After I graduated, I moved back to my hometown. Things were kind of slow. I was working two jobs. Two or three jobs. Where was I working at? I had a job at the YMCA. I worked at Sports Academy or Academy Sports. Let's see, where else? I had another little part-time gig. I worked at a gym, or was that after I came back? But yeah, I was working two jobs. Then the idea came up of me moving to West Virginia. My family's from West Virginia. I have a cousin my same age who also graduated college. And he was living in the same town that he went to college in. So the idea came around that why don't I move up and we live together, you know, be roommates. So I moved up there during the summertime, slept on the couch for about a month until his lease was up. Then we moved into a 2-bedroom apartment. Things were cool, I was working. Same thing I would have been doing here in my hometown. Then I got an internship. I didn't move to West Virginia with the intent on getting an internship. But hey, when I got there, I was trying to, you know, make something happen, make something shake. Things weren't moving in my hometown, so when I moved away, I was trying to make something pop. So I emailed everybody at the university there. I eventually got an internship. Within the athletic department. I was a strength and conditioning coach intern. I coached the women's track team, women's soccer, men's baseball, women's softball, women's swimming, men's golf, men's basketball, women's basketball. Pretty much everybody except for the football team. Football team had their own thing going on. So, well, I'm doing this internship, you know, working, whatever, life is going. The idea comes up. Rick Ross has a concert nearby. My cousin, we all want to go. My cousin has a girlfriend at this time. My cousin, his girlfriend, Shay, they all go to the same college. Shay and my cousin's girlfriend, they had a class together. I don't know how close they were or whatever, but I guess they all knew of each other. They knew of each other's existence. But they weren't really, I guess, friends, buddy-buddy. Rick Ross has a concert coming up. My cousin, we all want to go. So they invite some other people. We want, you know, want to have a whole group. Invite Shay. I don't know, it was just random person. They invite Shay, they invite another girl, they invite a couple other people. So we go to the concert. Back up. This is when I meet my wife. They invite Shay to the concert. The concert was Rick Ross, Meek Mill, and Wale, also known as MMG, Maybach Music Group. You know, we get ready for the concert. Me and my cousin buy these MMG chains. And at the time, remember I was a DJ in college, so I'm still DJing at this time. So I had connections within the music industry. You know, I reach out to my MMG plug, let them know, hey, we're gonna be at this concert. Not thinking anything of it. He says, hey, all right, hit me when you're here. And that was about it. Weeks go by, concert comes. Day of the concert comes. This is the day I meet my wife, I first laid eyes on her, I first knew she existed. So, day of the concert. The concert's about 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive, right? My cousin's gonna drive. My cousin, his girlfriend, me, Shay, and this other girl. And I already knew the other girl. We all planned to meet up at me and my cousin's apartment. I'm there, my cousin's there, his girlfriend's there. And then somebody knocks on the door. At this time, I'm in my room. You know, I hear a knock on the door. Knock, 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 knock. They open the door, and the way our apartment is set up, here's the door, and then it's an open living room, and then straight down there's a hallway, his room, and then my room is straight back. So from my door, I could see who's at the door. So they open the door, and I see this fine, light, bright, melanated, so sexy, little thick, little butter pecan, little caramel cutie, little thing, little gumdrop bae looking thing, little future wifey looking thing. She looked like little something, you know? She looked like a little shot, you know? She looked like one of them, like she can get it. So I see her. She comes in, sits in the living room. At this time, I'm already nervous, you know? I'm thinking, who is she? I don't know. She above my level. I know she has a boyfriend. And, at first sight, I know somebody's got that. I go into the living room. I don't even know if I say, hey, I will eat too or whatever. We chill out in the living room, and they're all having a conversation. I'm just digging the vibe, sitting back like I usually do. I just sit back and I just chill and I be in my own little world. So I'm just digging her out, just peeping the whole scene, and the other girl comes and we get into the car. We ride to our destination about 2.5 hours. Don't say anything to her. I believe, let's see. Did I sit next to her in the car? Was I in the middle? No, I don't. No, I think the two girls sat next to her. Yeah, I think I was on the end. I'm not sure, but I just know I didn't say anything to her in the car. I think she might have said a joke and I might have chuckled or laughed. But yeah, I was nervous. Well, I wasn't nervous the whole time. I just didn't say anything because I really didn't know what to say. So we get to our destination. I believe we stop and eat at, was it Logan's? I want to say we ate at Logan's, the steakhouse. Don't say anything to her at dinner. We left eating there. Oh, I do remember it was raining. It was raining pretty heavy. So we ran out to the car. And that was a little thing. It was raining heavy. Oh my, oh man, it's raining hard. Oh yeah, that weather. Gotta talk about that weather. That's an icebreaker for sure. I still don't really say anything to her. Coming back to me being the DJ, I let my guy know that, hey, we're here, ran out of space. All right, so I'm back. All right, so where was I? All right, so back to me being the DJ. I hit my guy, let him know we was in town. He says, all right, cool, pull up. So we get to the concert, we get to our seats. We're all the way in the nosebleed. When I say nosebleed, no exaggeration. We're all the way at the top. We're out of space, we're up there. All right, we get to our seats, we're all the way up top. I hit my guy, let him know we're here. He tells me to come down, tells me to bring my whole crew. So he gives us VIP passes. He sits us down on the floor. We're very front row. Like you can't even, I don't even think you can buy a seat where we were. We were like damn near on stage. I guess the girls, they didn't want to be that close. So my guy sent them up to the little, I guess it was the production area. It was a little area in the middle, the front row seats, and then there's a little crowd, and then there's this raised area where they had cameras and the sound production, the soundboards and everything. So they sat up there. I guess that was another little VIP area. So me and my cousin, we were right there when you walked off the stage. We were right there. So we pretty much watched the show right there. During the show, we were handing out posters. He had us handing out the posters of the MMG concert, posters of Meek Mill, posters of Rick Ross promoting their new albums. I believe the albums were God Forgives, I Don't for Rick Ross. Was it Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares? I'm not sure, but I have the picture right here. You can see as we were holding up the posters and everything. That was a little group shot, whatever, of us. But yeah, we watched the show right there. It was cool, it was a great experience. And yeah, on the way home, I guess we were just talking about the show. I don't really remember saying too much specifically to Shay. I really don't think I said anything to her the entire day. So we went 2.5 hours on the way back home. I do remember we dropped her off at her house. I remember when I found out where she lived, it was not too far away from where we lived. It was literally, we lived 2 blocks over and down the street. So we were really close, but we just never knew it. Next, I will tell you guys about how we started dating, because remember, I didn't say anything the entire day when I first saw her. When I first laid eyes on her, I didn't say anything to her. I was attracted to her, but I just didn't say anything to her. In the next video, I'll let you go. You know what? I'm gonna let Shay tell it from her perspective. So one of the next videos will be the first time Shay laid eyes upon me, upon the great one. So next we have Shay's version coming up when she first met me and that whole first day, and I guess a little background about her, which you probably already know. Then the next thing you'll hear from me will be when we first started the talking stage. So yeah, I think that'll be pretty interesting. Yeah, if you like what you hear, if you like what you see, remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you felt touched, go ahead and share it to the world. Bye guys.